Tom Zenner scandal.
A lot of these scandals are wrapped around money. People haven't paid, are owed money, whatever. But sex scandals, I mean, that has to be another thing in Hollywood that is way bigger than maybe we even know. What percentage of the cases that you worked on or the problems that you tried to solve had sex somewhere involved in it?
90%, because it's the sex scandal that haunts these celebrities because they're worried about their career, their livelihood, their reputation. That's the worst of all. And it so happens I'm an expert in dealing with that because I used to be adult
Entertainer.
actor.
What you're saying then, though, is that they always
Film star.
It all comes around for money, though, right?
Yeah.
It's especially when we had like a Me Too movement and all that.
Yeah.
I imagine everything went up, and someone, regardless, is looking at getting money. Money motivates, even if they're lying.
Yes, and even if they have a little shred of evidence that might lean toward the accusation, they'll always embellish upon
But that's your job to find out if they're lying or
That's
not.
why I come in. I say, hey, look, this part may be true, but you're embellishing, and now you're in deep shit. Now you're in trouble. You're making stuff up. And I said, you're bordering on extortion. This whole thing is extortive in nature, or blackmail. And by the way, even the virgin bride has secrets when she goes down the aisle. What about what's going on in your life? What? I got nothing to hide. Oh, really? Yeah, well, I found out this, I found out that. And that helps them to do the right thing. With Eddie Murphy, for example, do you remember the scandal? This was around the O.J. Simpson scandal. Eddie Murphy picked up that transvestite.
Yeah, I remember the story.
Well, around that time.
Yeah, it was in the
90s.
90s.
It was Heidi Fleiss, O.J., and
Eddie Murphy,
right? And so his lawyer, Marty Singer, says, we got these transvestites coming out of the woodwork after Eddie Murphy tried to pick up that one by the way, not too far from here, Curson and
Sunset,
Santa Monica.
Santa Monica.
A few blocks away, actually. They're coming out of the woodwork alleging they had sexual relations with Eddie Murphy, and we're trying to letter them. We're trying to get them to the table, but we can't even find them. I said, well, they're all street hookers, number one, and they're all in the porn industry, number two. I'll be able to find them in a nanosecond, which I did.
That's Paul's Christmas party.
Yeah, I found.
You're, by the way, real quick, I want to make sure. So you're hired by Murphy's team, correct?
By Murphy's team.
Okay, go ahead.
To round them up, and I hate that. I'm sorry about that term, but it's
sure. I get
when
what
we
you
call
mean.
them transvestites and or trannies. I can't be politically correct.
No.
Not at 76.
Okay.
I'll be 76 in a few months. I'm not going to be politically correct.
I'm from Wisconsin. Tranny means with your transmission.
So I find them all right? And I said, well, this one named Candace is like the matriarch. She's the queen bee. And she dictates what everyone else does. And she's like the madam of the leader of the pack.
Wow.
I said, I'll go to see her first. And by the way, my father, who was a rough-hewn welder, a Marine, and he became a welder, he says, look, if you ever get surrounded by a bunch of guys, just go for the biggest guy and punch him straight right here in the nose and make the blood gush out, and all the other guys would back away. So I went to her because she was the leader, and she led me to everyone else.
Oh, I thought you hit her in the nose.
No,
Sorry.
And she said, "Well, how much? If I say that it?" Because I said, is it possible that it wasn't Eddie Murphy, but this person? I pulled out an 8x10 photo of a guy named Donald Tripp. He's a spinning image of Eddie Murphy. She said, my God, that looks like Eddie Murphy. I said, yeah, I know. He's always hanging around in that neighborhood. How do you know it wasn't him? It was Eddie Murphy. I said, look, we're willing to pay you for your time to just do the right thing. Now she's thinking, okay, money's involved. She said, how much? I said, well, how much do you want? So anyway, so across the board, I negotiated a fee with her, and then she negotiated a fee for all the others on my behalf so she could get a cut out of it. I said, but look, what you negotiate can't be anywhere near what I'm giving you, bitch.
Hey there, I'm Tom Zenner, and if you're a fan of true crime and pop culture scandal, I think you are, well, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Give us a like, because trust me, the drama is just starting to heat up. Follow me on social media at Tom Zenner, and keep coming back to the channel, and we're going to keep bringing you the scandal every single day. New content. Thanks for watching.